Percussion, strings, winds, words. There you see her, sitting there across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her.
Hey guys, it's Queen. Hope you guys are doing well. It is Friday. I'm doing the same day commentary thing. And before I start, do you guys remember that song in the beginning? I love The Little Mermaid. That is one of my favorite songs. And Ariel is my favorite Disney character, and it's my favorite Disney movie. And I will argue with people. I really will. I've had arguments about Belle, like how I stick with Ariel and they like Belle, and about Jasmine. But I will say in my order of things, it'll be Ariel, Jasmine, and then Mulan. But I prefer Ariel, and she's like underrated, but she's my favorite princess, Disney princess, easy. So yes, and today I'm playing Killzone 3, which I actually stink at Killzone 3 multiplayer because it does something different than Killzone 2. I don't know what it is, but it really does do something different. I don't know, but this is my actual first time coming in first place on this multiplayer since I've had this game, and I recorded it. So I did like 20 and 14, which isn't that big of a deal, but for me it is. And my last like 5 or 6 kills, I kept dying because of those stupid C4 bombs planted on the floor. I didn't know they were there. Like, they put them on the edges of doors and stuff like that, and I run through and I get blown up. I'm like, where was it? That was honestly like my last 6 deaths, was getting blown up by a C4. But yeah, so today I want to talk about, I was just thinking how my friends crack me up, and how sometimes I say to them, like, I can't take you nowhere, or I can't take you anywhere. So like, because, well, don't get me like wrong, I embarrass my friends all the time. But we're not going to focus on me right now. We're going to talk about how they embarrass me in certain situations. So yeah, but they crack me up. So one time my friend and I came back from vacation, so we wanted to hang out, so we went to the mall. And so she wound up just going, we're like walking around or whatever, and she wants some blank CDs and some batteries. So we start going to like Sony Style and like other places like that, and she puts on an English accent. Oh my goodness. We were cracking up. Like, her accent is okay. She'd probably get mad if I said it was just okay. But we were cracking up because she's walking around and she's going, excuse me, do you have any blank CDs? It was so funny. She's like, do you have any AA batteries? Like, it was so embarrassing. And then like I was laughing the entire time. She's like, Kimberly, what's wrong? What's so funny? Like, it was so funny. And one of the guys, I guess he started to catch on because I was laughing like uncontrollably. And so then I think he was ready for us to leave. But oh my goodness, I was cracking up. And then another one of my friends, he needed a ride to Pep Boys because his car was acting up. So I gave him a ride there, and on our way back to his place so he could like assemble the part in his car, he started pushing all my buttons in my car dashboard. So like, I'm at a stoplight, and then all of a sudden he flicks on my windshield wipers, he turns on my air conditioning, like he's just my radio, he starts pushing all these buttons and whatever he can reach. He's like honking my horn. I'm like, stop it. And so then every time I turn one off, he turns another one on, and I'm trying to shut them all off, and then he goes, oh wait, let me stop. And we look to the left, and there's a police officer over there. I was like, oh no. So and he's like, because we're both ethnic in the car, because I'm black and he was Puerto Rican. It was really funny, but that was embarrassing. I was like, dude, you can't be doing that, please. And then another one of my friends, we like my coworker, so we have to deal with customers on a regular basis, and what she does is she changes her voice, and like, so I can hear her at any point in time going, what can I do you for? Like, she will put on a Jamaican accent. She's not Jamaican, and start talking to him. Anything else? How's your day going? Like, it is so funny. I can't even do it as well as her, but we crack up. And oh my goodness. And then that same person, sometimes we'll like all go out to eat and stuff, And so I don't know how she was drunk before we were at the party. I mean, at like the restaurant. I don't know. But we're all there, and the waiter comes over, and she's like, "Excuse me," like obnoxious. I'm like, "Shh, stop it!" Like we're gonna have a little extra in our drink because I was scared for my drink because the whole reason why she was like, "Excuse me, can you come here, please? Can you come here, please?" And brought her over so that she can get something to drink. So I was like, oh, maybe her drink's gonna get messed up. But then I was like, actually, could you give me a drink too? So I was like, oh no, my drink's probably gonna get messed up because she's being obnoxious. But man, it was funny. And then one time my little brother, we were at the library, and so he started this was actually a two-part team thing because he and I were doing it together. So we're at the library, and my brother starts going making a beat, and then I start going like we're like making beats, looking at books. It was so funny. I know people were walking past us like, what is wrong with them? But it's just so much fun to have fun with your friends and family, you know, like it's funny to be a little embarrassing sometimes. And then what I don't like though is sometimes when my friends are in the car, I'm like, I really can't take you nowhere, like honestly. So we're in the car, you know, afternoon time, and one of their songs comes on the radio, and they start dancing, like full out dancing in the car, hands in the air. I'm like, oh my goodness, like I just put my head down. I'm like, you are embarrassing the mess out of me. Like, what are you doing? Hands out the window. And the thing is, some people do it to be funny. No, my friend is dead serious. Like, she is jamming out. Like, this is her time right now. And it was so funny. Like, and then so I look to the left and I see the car next to us look at her smiling, and he just shakes his head and he keeps driving. And I'm like, oh my goodness, people are looking at us. But like, he had a really good reaction. But it was extremely funny to just watch people's reactions to us in the car. I'm like, oh snap, oh they're looking at us. But yeah, I was like, can't take you nowhere. And then another one of my friends, like recently we went out to a restaurant, and I guess she got really excited. These are all different people. And so then she's sitting down going, but with the is a dance move, and I'm like, you can't be doing that right now. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm around Kim, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you can do it fine, but kill the noise with it. Like, why are you like making their own beats and stuff? They're so funny. So I'm gonna end with this one. While I was a counselor, like a few weeks ago, the girls would do this thing when they would see me across the camp. They'd be like, I know her. She and I go to the same church. I know her. I'm like, oh my goodness. They'll say my phone, like, that's Kimberly such and such. I know her. And I was like, okay, you want to play games? And we were at the lunchroom. I'm sitting next to her. So I was like, you know what? I could play that game too. So I go up to her and be like, I know her. I know where she lives. She likes the color blue. Like, I was like being completely obnoxious too. So that was like our running joke during the camp. Only a couple times was it embarrassing. Like if there was like 2 or 3 of them who were like, we know her. I was like, oh my goodness, you guys. But yeah, so that's my commentary. So I want to know what you guys funny situations where like you and your friends acting silly. Nothing too crazy because, you know, we're pretty kosher around my way. So do you guys have any stories where you're having fun acting silly? You can't take your friends nowhere. But yeah, so hopefully you guys like this commentary and the gameplay. And so see my faction 1. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.
Wanna kiss the girl. Gotta kiss the girl. Go on and kiss the